Hello guys, before beginning this video we will have to look at the fact of the day, which is Internetwork is a metamorphic computer virus. It executes itself on the Independence Day of Israel by displaying a message, Free Palestine. So what we are going to learn today, we will be discussing about iOS. What is an iOS? Why do we need it? What does it do? And more than iOS, and we will discuss about CLI and a software called Putty. Okay, let's do it. iOS. What is an iOS? iOS is an operating system software located in Cisco switches and routers to configure and control network. There are two ways we can access iOS: GUI based and CLI based, graphical user interface and command line interface. Here are the software listed: CCP, CCNA and ADSM for firewall, but we will be using command line interface. First we will start from console lab. Okay, and for that we need a computer and a router. Here is the router. Okay, and here is the end device, which is computer, and we just need a console cable. Here is the console cable. We'll put that in console interface and we will connect it to RS232 interface of the computer. Okay, as soon as I click into terminal, we are in console mode. Okay, that's it. Always remember, we need a console cable for configuring a router or switch initially, but before configuring a router we need to learn how does a switch and router boot. Device load a program known as bootstrap. That's the first step. The second step is, after loading bootstrap, the device load iOS, Internetwork operating system. Okay, after loading iOS, the device look into NVRAM, non-volatile random access memory. If there is no configuration file located in NVRAM, the device will take us in setup mode. But if there is file in NVRAM, the device will not take us in setup mode. Okay, we just had configured the console lab. For that we need a console cable, a router and switch, and we need a software called Putty. Let me show you how does it look like. That's a Putty software. We just need to put console cable in console interface of the router or switch, and we need to put that in our serial interface of the computer. And after that we need a software called Putty. Just click on serial interface and click on open, and you are in console method. Okay, well, we need to talk about remote access protocol. There are two types of remote access protocol. First one is Telnet and second one is SSH, secure shell. Okay, the Telnet is not secure. We can just view password because it is clearly shown in Telnet protocol. But if we are talking about SSH, the password is encrypted. It is based on RSA public key encryption, so we cannot just crack password easily. Okay, and Telnet uses port number 23 by default and SSH uses port number 22. Before configuring a Telnet or SSH lab, we need to talk about modes in iOS. First one is user mode, second one is privileged, third one is global mode. In user mode we cannot make any changes, and we cannot show any configuration file, and we cannot view any IP interfaces. As soon as we enter in privilege mode, we can just view a configuration file, running config and IP interfaces. But if we enter in global mode, we are boss now. We can make any changes, we can configure router and switches. So we should start now. Okay, always remember, console cable is used for initial configuration of router and switches, so we do need a console cable. Without that we cannot really configure a router and switches. Okay, after attaching console cable, we need to set up no, that wasn't good. Okay, so we are going to configure Telnet protocol in our router. First we need to set up IP address, and we need copper cable. We need to set up username, then we can just use Telnet, and it uses port number 23, we know that. Okay, just go into desktop, terminal. Okay, this is the initial configuration mode. We will just type no command. Okay, now we can enter into privilege mode by entering this command enable. Okay, just remember it, we will be using it a lot. Enable. This is now privilege mode. Now we will type configure terminal. That's it. Now we are in global mode. Now we need to set up IP. First we will assign IP to our interface gigabyte 0.0 and IP address 192.168.01 space 255.255.255.0. okay, now we'll enter no shutdown command and the IP address is saved. Okay, now exit the gigabyte interface mode, and now we need to set up username and password. Username admin, password 1234. This is for accessing our telnet, and now we can set a password for our privilege mode and enable secret 1234. Maybe just write Cisco so that we can make a difference between them. Now you will enter line VTY 0. So that means only one user can access through telnet, and we will enter the command login local for prompting login, and that's it. And we can just enter command exit. Now we have set up the telnet protocol. We just now need a copper cable to put that in G00 interface to Ethernet interface of our system, and we need to go into IP configuration so that we can just set up IP address for our system 192.168.02 because 1.01 is already assigned to our router, and subnet mask will be the IP address of our router 192.168.0.1 and 8.8.8.8, that the DNS of Google. Okay, now we'll just go in command prompt and we'll ping 192.168.0.1. It's perfect. The router interface is up, and now we can access telnet by typing telnet and IP address of our router. And here we are, admin and 1234. Okay, now we need to type command enable. Okay, and it will ask our password, which was Cisco for the privilege mode, and configure terminal. Now we need to enable our SSH mode. Okay, now we need to enable SSH secure shell protocol in our router, so we can just access it through terminal. Okay, and we'll configure password from beginning, and first of all we need to set a password and username just like we did it before. Username admin, password 1234, and enable secret Cisco, and line VTY 0 and login local. And now we will enable transport input SSH and exit. Now we are going to change the name of our router, host name R1. That will change the name of router. You can see router is written here, and it will change to R1. Okay, now we will enter the IP domain name, which is a requirement for enabling SSH. IP domain name www.cisco.com. We can use any domain name, don't worry, we can just write any wrong domain or anything. This is just a requirement of it. Okay, and now we will generate crypto key generate RSA. It is used by SSH protocol, so it must be used before activating SSH, and it will ask our range, so we will just type 512 as our range and we'll exit. Now we can see SSH enabled. It means SSH has been enabled, and just exit, go into privilege mode and show SSH. Okay, it is showing no SSH version 2 server connection, and it means no one is accessing SSH protocol currently, so we will access SSH. Now we have enabled SSH mode and we can access it through our putty software, which is here. We just need to click on SSH and need to type IP address of our router, and as soon as we click on open, we will get into SSH mode. And same goes for Telnet. We need to type our IP and we go into Telnet mode. So far we have learned how to access router and how to enable password and set up IP addresses and what are the modes in iOS. And that's it for today. Yeah, see you tomorrow.